Hello and welcome to your reading on You Are Meant to Be Seen. Welcome back to Eat Your Moon Tarot. This is a channel that is here to support and guide you with card readings and astrological wisdom. So let's pull out 4 piles to help us receive the message of being seen. At the bottom of the deck, giraffe with heart. So I feel like our heart is going to lead the way. So we have pile number 1 here with the fire agate. Pile number 2 with rose quartz. I see I'm going to have to make more space. Pile number 3 with apophyllite. And pile number 4. Squeeze it in here with Labradorite. So go ahead and get a sense and a feeling for the pile that's really calling to you. Again, this is pile number 1 with fire agate. And I love how it looks like there's a person like right about to jump. And we have for pile number 2, rose quartz, stone of love and compassion, not just for others, but for the self as well. And we have the stone apophyllite, which is also about divine connection, tapping into your spiritual gifts. And we have the protection stone, Labradorite. Shines so brightly. So go ahead and get a feel for the pile that's calling to you. And you can look in the description and you'll see the time codes below. And you can jump to the pile directly to the reading that feels good to you. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is a reading on visibility. You are meant to be seen. You know, I got the idea for this reading because I saw someone standing in Times Square and all the billboards and the lights at night. And I felt like it's time for us to see, you know, how you were meant to be seen and how you can go this path. So I love this fire agate because it looks like there's a person jumping here. And, you know, agate is a stone of luck in some countries, wisdom. And, you know, with the fire here, I feel like there's an energy of passion, an energy of desire, you know, self-confidence and a readiness. So let's take a look at what animal spirit is guiding you on this path of visibility. You have the turkey with generosity. Nice. So when I think of the turkey with generosity, I'm thinking if you're not just a very giving person, a person who's very open-hearted and willing to help and to be of service and a blessing to those around them, but also understanding that as you use your life purpose and your gift, you will begin to attract what it is that you need and the opportunities you need in order to turn that gift really into the abundance that you're seeking, whether it's financial or, you know, building up a community, whatever it is. As you serve your life purpose and you know, bring your gift out into the world generously, what you need in order to live that life purpose and soul mission will come to you. So let's find out more. Let's go to the tarot to find out more. But again, there's this energy of harvest, of giving, this energy of abundance. let's just make sure we shuffle well. Oh, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. And it's interesting, the Wheel of Fortune looked like it was upside down, and then we have the Death card. And it's interesting because, I mean, I feel like maybe you thought that there was a stagnant, like the wheel wasn't turning. It felt stagnant because at first there was like this, is it upside down? Is it not? Um, and I feel like maybe you thought it was stagnant and that things weren't turning, but there's an end to that stagnant period. And the destiny and what it is that you're seeking to come through is here, because with the Death card, we're seeing that we're letting go of the old. There's a rebirth happening. There's a releasing of the old identity so the new identity can come in. And look at this, he's sitting there. I always see these Nine of Cups. I always see them as trophies, so what, he went after, it came in. I just realized the cards are in German, but you have here the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card closing off an old cycle, and you have the Nine of Cups here bringing in renewal and winning, the energy of winning. Look at that, Ten of Cups, happy family, and the Six of Swords. So you're moving away from this old identity. And, when we think of visibility, the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups, when we think of visibility in the fact that you're meant to be seen, I feel like we're moving away with the Six of Swords here from an old stagnant energy. And what can move this boat faster is you using this energy of generosity and really going out and using your gifts. So if you're like a Reiki master, by perhaps giving Reiki sessions and really getting a feel for what it's like to support clients, just starting to find out, how can I really bring in my gifts and start to share them so that what I seek can come back to me. Some of you may still be in your full-time jobs and be thinking, okay, you may start thinking about, how can I comfortably transition? So while you're still in the full-time job, you may be thinking about different ways where you can still share your life purpose and gift, and then transition into doing that full time. But as you go out and you give, you'll be able to come more into this energy of winning and the Ten of Cups. I just want to see what you're coming out of. No, there are two cards here. Look at this. This is crazy. At the bottom of the deck, okay, there are three cards here. At the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So we know that's like the dove with the Holy Spirit and the wafer. This is like peace. This is peace and calm, like the ultimate gift. Because when we have peace as our middle, we can really manifest anything, right? So it's like you're being offered the ultimate gift here. And there's connection, new beginning, and usually this Four of Wands can represent a commitment. They just married, so I feel like you're coming out of isolation. You're coming out of feeling like you have to do everything alone. Maybe there's even been some hurt and some pain, some disappointment in past relationships, romantic as well as, personal, familial, and you're coming into this time where you're meeting your soul family. Some of you will be meeting possibly a mentor, a teacher, someone who inspires you and encourages you to go that new path, to start that new thing, because we have the Fool here with new beginnings. And then as you go that new path, you're coming into more commitment. Some of you are coming into that romantic partnership that you've been desiring, while others of you will be coming into that romantic partnership with your higher self. with your higher guidance, which ultimately will lead you even more closely to what it is that you want to experience. I feel like this reading, this pile number 1 is a pile of promise. There's more of a message here. It may seem bleak because this started out looking like it was upside down, coming out in combination with the death card. And I feel like there's a message here. It may seem bleak and things may be a bit difficult, but there's a lot of yellow here. There's a lot of sunshine, a lot of solar plexus energy. So in order to encourage that wheel to continue to turn, share your gift. Share your gift as you feel called to do so. So when we talk about visibility and you're meant to be seen, this is like the ultimate, yes, you are meant to be seen, and it's time for you to give yourself permission to generously share your gift. Let's find out a little bit about, well, first let's take a look at what this gift could be. Just kind of a clue for some of you in pile number 1, like a strength that you could tap into more deeply. The trickster. This to me is magician energy. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So part of the gift that you're bringing in is an ability to greet and face the unknown, and do it in a way where you're taking a bit of a risk. You're doing it differently than others would do it, and others have done it. To me, this is like Aquarius energy. Innovation, doing something new, like with the Fool here. So it doesn't have to be predictable. It doesn't need to be something someone's done before. So I was listening to a video where this guy was saying, instead of, I think it was Alex Hormozy had said, instead of saying it's hard, say, this can't be done again. Instead of focusing on the difficulty from a negative perspective, you're focusing more on the intricacy of what you're doing and how it's going to be particularly special because it's you doing it, right? So at the bottom of the deck, we have artist. So some of you are bringing in, and let's not get confused and think this means, only painting. There are several different kinds of artists. There are scientists who are artists, creating rockets, bringing in something new. And here, this is a new creation, something new that you're bringing into the world. So let's find out what thoughts we may need to bring into balance in order to allow this gift to come through. I need to fix this is the trigger statement, and the true statement is I am willing to learn from this. Okay, I am aligned. So this is about coming into alignment and understanding. Like, again, I'm feeling a bit of Aquarius energy, being different, possibly being the outcast, maybe even shying away from being seen, because in the past it's meant that, others didn't understand you. But here I'm seeing what you went through were teaching moments, moments that are helping you become even stronger, even wiser in your gifts. And there's an opportunity to really align with this very uniqueness that you offer. Transcending convention. You're not really meant to come here and live just the status quo. Some of you may be the youngest in your family, and you're bringing in some creative energy and this energy of doing things differently. Look at that, just jumping out. Fear and patience. Okay. And at the bottom, balance. This message of balance keeps coming through. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So give yourself permission to rest, and to come into a quietness that allows for balance. So you want to keep moving forward on your path, but also giving yourself permission to rest. And here with the card fear, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. As you move forward, you can ask yourself, who do I want to be today? I want to be courageous. I want to be brave. And just giving yourself the permission to plant the seeds of what you're doing in the energy of love as opposed to fear. And as you move forward, moving forward with an energy of patience. And patience to me is trust. Patience is different than waiting. Waiting is, feeling like things need to work out. Why isn't here yet? Whereas patience is saying, I'm out there, I'm living my life, I'm trusting, and I know that what belongs to me is coming to me. So I feel like you're out there. Like when I look at these cards, there's new beginnings, there's commitment, there's promise here. You're moving forward. But trust that just because it's not quite here yet does not mean it is not coming. There's nothing you need to fix. There's nothing you need to regret about yourself and your decisions. It's more about understanding that things take time. You're building. Some of you may have Taurus energy, second house energy, Venusian energy, and this is all about building. Okay. So in your birth chart, you can check, what house do I have Taurus on? And, what planets do I have in Taurus? Where's Venus? What do I have on the second house? Because this is an energy of building. On Monday in August. So I feel like maybe some of you are going back and forth between it needs to happen now and I need more time, So I'm eager, but at the same time, I need more time. And I feel like there's a message you can have this, certain wins will be coming in immediately and other wins will take more time. The question is just, are you able to be patient and trust? So you may find that as you embrace this visibility, being seen and being generous and sharing your gift, you'll start to bring in almost immediately opportunities. And some of them may take some time to come in. And what's happening with this immediacy and this long-term energy is that you're given time to practice, because practice makes, we say perfect, but you already are perfect. So practice just helps you to grow in your gift. So as these opportunities come in, you can embrace them with gratitude and enjoy them and allow yourself to grow and get to know yourself from different perspectives and facets. And then when the bigger opportunities come in because you laid the foundation and you've been building on your vision, then you're ready, So this is about preparation. I feel like this one is about preparation, getting out there, sharing your gifts, and then making sure that you give yourself permission to be ready by allowing for the energy of preparing. So let's get like a last really encouraging combo message. I think this is Azurite. See? Let's pull a Starseed card. Okay. Yeah, at the bottom, the courageous peony, multifaceted. And look here, let yourself be seen. Unique nature. Yes, I think you have a very unique nature. And it's time to understand that that has a purpose and to give yourself permission to allow yourself to be seen. Okay, so let's see what story this is telling. The bottom, energy of love. Okay. Explore your hidden depths with Azurite. So this is letting go of chasing and forcing things and coming more into an energy of flow and allowing yourself, with this explore your hidden depths, it's like allowing yourself to ask, okay, where's this fear coming from? And instead of repressing and pushing down the fear, instead greeting it like an old friend and saying, okay, what are you What are you wanting to protect me from? What are you wanting to warn me of? And you can talk to the fear and say, thank you, I appreciate your warning, but you should know that I'm safe now. Everything's okay. Maybe some of you had a difficult childhood, and there's this natural protective energy that developed, and there's an opportunity to say, okay, well, I'm well, I'm safe. Wait, oh, look at this. Patience and wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Way of faith. And life's purpose. So again, I feel like some of you may be feeling like it's not coming in yet, back and forth. Like I want it to come in now, but I need it to come in immediately. And again, it is coming. Like you could see through the tarot cards, there's already a foundation being laid, but there's this old cycle that's ending in the new beginning. So this is like a preparation phase, kind of a transitional phase where you're giving yourself permission to be yourself and to discover more about your life purpose. And it will start to come through right when the time is right. Things are being woven. So maybe some of you are working on things and just wondering, like, why hasn't it come in yet? Just know there is divine timing connected to this visibility energy. And again, there's a difference for me between patience and waiting. So just allow yourself to still enjoy life, get out there, ask, seek, knock, find out more about your life purpose, ask for support, but understand that everything is happening in divine order and there's a divine timing that's connected to this. So if things aren't necessarily materializing in the speed that you desire or the speed that you expect, your energy may be on Monday, whereas the universe is saying in August. What's basically happening here is an understanding that as you go your path, opportunities will come to you, but it may be that big, bold boom that you're seeking, it may take some time for that to build and for that to come together. But know that you are well taken care of. I mean, if you just go back in the video and look at the tarot cards, with the Four of Wands, like this is just meant to work out. It's meant to work out where there's an element of destiny here, So for some of you, there may be even a message of you can continue to move forward and explore your life purpose, but there's nothing you can do to really force the situation. Things are coming together. Puzzle pieces are coming together just as they need to, but still a bit of courage and a bit of reflection is necessary so that you can prepare. You can release any fear, release any energy of guilt, anything that is not for your highest, greatest good, so that when it does come in, you're ready to go. There are no limiting beliefs holding you back. So in this period, transitional period and preparation period, you may find yourself with Explore Hidden Depths here, really addressing limiting beliefs so that when that boom does happen, you're ready. You're ready to take off. You're ready to jump, just like our guy here, So one last card. And I feel like some of you with fear and patience here, you may have been worried. You may have been worried, like, yes, I know I'm meant to be seen, but where is it? I've been doing the thing, I've been taking the steps, and I feel like this pile is meant to calm and just say, we see what you're doing. Look at the bottom of the deck. Everything is always working out for you. We see what you're doing, but no, this has an element of divine timing connected to it. Look at that. Triumph and heart chakra. Yeah. So I feel like there's some healing going on, letting go of limiting beliefs, connecting to your heart chakra, and knowing you will triumph. So, pile number one, that was your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and to guide you. If this reading was enjoyable, helpful, then please like and subscribe and maybe even recommend it to a friend who needs an uplifting message. And if you're interested in a birth chart reading, then check the description below. I would love to get to know you, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading on visibility. You are meant to be seen. And, I decided to do this reading because I had a vision of a person standing in Times Square. It's dark and the billboards are just all lit up. And so I feel like it's time for you to be seen. So I thought we could take some time to find out more about that together. This is your stone, rose quartz, a stone of self-love, self-compassion, as well as love and compassion for others, which is, a beautiful stone that can help us come back to ourselves. So let's see what animal guide is with you on this path to being seen. Ooh, beaver with action. I can tell this is already a different energy to pile number one. Okay, so some of you need to get moving. Okay, the beaver, they have these large teeth that they use as tools. And what many may not know is that the beaver's teeth actually grows consistently. And if they don't use the teeth, to gnaw down wood, for example, then the teeth will then obstruct their mouths. So I feel like there's already a message here of how important it is to use your gift. Some of you may not be taking action on your highest excitement and find that you're feeling unhappy, you're feeling upset, out of balance, perhaps. We'll find out more soon, but there's a call to action here, a literal call to action. So let's find out more. I like to mix these well. These are falling out of my hands a little bit, so I'm wondering if there's I'm not able to mix as well as I did with the last pile. So I'm wondering if some of you, you're meant to take action, but there's kind of feels slippery, like there's perhaps a bit of an element missing. So let's see. Okay, we're seeing some disappointment here. 5 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 3 of Cups, oh, and the Knight of Cups. Look at all this Cups energy. So I feel like perhaps you all are feeling, you're feeling a bit emotional, maybe a bit down. Yeah, like the cards were just kind of slipping out of my hand, and like when I thought, okay, I got it now, it was slipping. And I wonder if some of you are thinking, I am working, I am moving forward, but it's not, producing the fruits that I thought. And, of course, he's not seeing the other 2 cups here, and with the Queen of Swords, like there's this energy of intellect, this energy of, what you're doing, and move forward. And, she's a sword. So she's not so deep in her emotions, not so deep in her disappointment. So perhaps there's also on the path you're going a need for a bit of emotional discipline and not allowing the self to get too deep in fear or disappointment. We can find out more about what this energy, what the 5 of Cups energy may be, but there's definitely a call to move on, to move forward in an energy of trust. And here, there's celebration on the way. There's celebration, community, soul tribe. Look at the 3 of Cups, them dancing in an energy of harvest. And with the Knight of Cups here, I feel like there's a message. There's a message of love, coming out of disappointment into this energy of, the knight finding his princess, Let's see, let's find out more. The Hermit. And 9 of Coins. So some of you have been in isolation. Okay, this one's falling off. We'll take a look at it. Some of you may have been in isolation, Bottom of the deck, 4 wands. I love it. And this isolation has allowed you to hone your gift. And now there's an opportunity, to really move forward in a way where you can start producing so that you can share it with others. Some of you may be creating a digital product. Some of you may be working on that content creation, while others are, working on a painting, writing a book. You may be organizing networking events, bringing people together, taking people out in nature, helping them remember their natural connection to nature. Some of you may be coaching, and there's just a lot of opportunities or things that you may be working on here. But I feel like there may be some past experiences that were difficult, and you overcame. You overcame and you moved forward. You didn't allow it to keep you down long. And as you move forward, you found your soul family. You found that that energy of celebration again, that happiness, that joy again. And now you're ready to receive. You're ready to receive the loving gifts and opportunities that are coming to you. And you've grown. As the hermit, you've, in this isolation, have learned a lot about yourself. You've been able to hone your gifts, and now you're ready to take the wisdom gained and be that leader, because that's the hermit, right? The hermit is the guide. So you're ready to take those gifts and really start producing. Like here, this is a card often associated with apprenticeship, but for some reason it has kind of a factory feel to me. Like, okay, he's making all of his coins. And I feel like it's time for you to start making whatever that is, whether it's writing that book or, launching that networking event or that women's group, whatever it is, and allowing that to go out into the world. Some of you are, ready to be on that podcast or ready to launch your own podcast. Look at that, with the Fool with new beginnings. You guys are ready. And, I like the Fool because it does take a bit of a foolhardiness to try something new. It takes courage, it takes strength, and it definitely takes will. And so I feel like there's an energy here saying, you did it, you overcame, you gained the wisdom, and now you have the opportunity to help others. It's time to acknowledge your desire even for a new beginning. So let's find out more, like, what could this gift be? Like, what's one of the strengths that you have that you may not be paying attention to? I feel this one. Networker. Didn't I say it? You cannot make this stuff up. Look at the bottom. Child magical. So you're magical and you see the sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Now look at this networker. With this card, again, and with even what I was saying before, you may have a gift for bringing people together. Social awareness and empathy, being able to find that soul family. And some of you may even have the gift of helping others identify and connect with their soul family. And this could be digital, it could be a Facebook group. And it could be that some of you are, setting up opportunities for like-minded and like-hearted people to meet live. I know a lot of people who are doing Kundalini activations at the moment, which also bring people together. I'm teaching Reiki. And then some of you may be doing things in the corporate space that allow for people to come together. Okay, so we're looking at what thoughts limiting beliefs might be slowing down the manifestation of your visibility as potentially as a networker. At the bottom, I am free of the habits that do not serve me. Lay down the armor passed down to you from your family. Release habits that are not serving you and forgive on the behalf of generations past. So this sounds like you're a generational trauma breaker, generational pattern breaker, and you're starting new patterns, new cycles, not just in career or hobby in these spaces, but also energetically within your ancestral line. So whether you realize it or not, the work that you're doing and the things that you've experienced, this Five of Cups energy, is actually the fact that you overcame with this Queen of Swords is showing that you helped to change the vibration in your ancestral line for a higher and a better outcome. So congratulations to you. And that's amazing work. And I remember when I first had my birth chart read by my astrology teacher, and she identified in my chart that I'm a pattern breaker. And she also said, that's often work that is not acknowledged, you know? And so I just want to acknowledge, how courageous it is for you to say, okay, I want to bring something new and different in the world through my vibration. It's not just through your creativity, but also just in the way that you choose to vibrate, in the way that you choose to overcome, to move forward, to gain and glean wisdom. So here with Clove, it says, trigger statement, why did this happen to me? And the true statement, how did this happen for me? Know that you are the star of your life, my dear. You are the lead, and the audience is here for you. So your life purpose has to do with understanding that you're meant to take up the authority in your life, to be the boss in your life, to make the decisions, to be there for yourself. Live that life purpose and soul mission. Bring people together. But understand as you do it, it's not just in service of others, but also in service of your higher purpose. Here we have trigger statement, I am guarded. And the true statement, my heart is open. This is a time for you to receive new information. Open your heart to receive it. Okay, so with this, I am guarded and my heart is open. There's an opportunity, in the evenings, lay your hands on your heart chakra and just allow that high vibrational heart chakra energy to flow to you so that you can really open your heart because you're receiving more information about this gift and the actions that you can take. Let's find out a little bit more about what you can release, but just know what you went through in this Five of Cups energy was actually something that could allow you to break that pattern and also to start something new in your family line. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So if you've been in isolation, it's time to come out, take action, and allow yourself to make friends. Allow yourself to be social, to meet people. And I'm feeling some of you are light bearers. So yeah, look at the hermit holding this light. I'm feeling some of you are light bearers. And so living in isolation, when you're in isolation, you deprive the world of light. So I'm feeling that as a light bearer, it's going to be important for you to go out and just to allow your light to shine just by being yourself. That's it. Just, allowing yourself to meet friends, meet groups, be around people, allow them to experience your energy. And it's not about necessarily doing anything. It's more about giving yourself permission to shine. At the bottom of the deck, we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So it's about being good to yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. And as you move forward in these circles and you're being good to yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, you're going to give off a certain vibration. And, there are people out there doing research on why people are famous. And, I think I happened to see something by Whitney Hewland about, people who are famous tend to be people who show up in kind of the fullness of their energy. Even if they're not necessarily being authentic, there's a fullness of their energy that is present. And so I feel like here is not just a call to authenticity, but being in the fullness of your energy and allowing that love to surround you. And as you allow that love to surround you, the love will act as a protective coating around you. I'm pulling a few more from this soul deck, Perseverance, than I did in the last deck, but I feel like there's a bit of a story coming out here. Relationships. Okay. I am attracted to those who serve my higher good in gratitude. Okay, so some of you may be even afraid to be seen or not be comfortable with the limelight. But as you embrace the relationships that are wanting to come to your life with the energy of gratitude, you have the opportunity to manifest abundance. So I feel like this is a story that wanted to be told. And this came out in the first pile. So I feel like we, even as a collective, are in a transitional period where we're closing out an old cycle and a new cycle is beginning. So I feel like there's a message of patience here. Like, know that healthy relationships are here, they're available to you. Come into an energy of gratitude. And gratitude is an incredible vibration raiser. If you want to raise your vibration fast, come into an energy of gratitude. Listen to some gratitude affirmations. I was astounded at how fast my uh, the energy, just the vibration of the energy around me rose when I engaged in the energy of gratitude. So do not despair. Take action on embracing the relationships that want to come in. And as you do so, those of you who are looking for your client base, they will come in. An energy of gratitude will lead to abundance, but also being patient, meaning, taking action, but releasing expectation and attachment to the outcome. Trusting that as you do, things are going to work out just in the way they are meant to. Let's take this one. Wait. It's interesting. Wait and patience came out in the last one. So again, I feel like there's a collective thing going on where we're ending an old cycle and coming into a new cycle. So I feel like on a hot day. So I feel like there's an energy of momentum is building. The momentum is building. So I don't know, in your pile, I don't feel like the thing you need to do is wait, but to understand, to be patient, to trust. This for me, I feel like is a call to trust. Let's see. Because that can feel very contradictory with the beaver and action and wait. But I feel like here there's a need to trust that this abundance is coming in and that these relationships that you're seeking are coming in. Healthy relationships, happy relationships, whether they be soul, family, client based, romantic. Let's get some earth energy with the stones in here and just find out more. I feel pulled to this card, although I know it came out in the first deck. I always have to close my eyes. Yeah, again, I feel like there was this message of you guys maybe feeling like things aren't coming together, they haven't come together. And I feel like these cards are be patient, because we also had at the bottom of the deck perseverance for these cards. So I feel like, yeah, look here at the bottom of the deck, ending a trauma. We're closing a cycle. So you may not exactly see the results you're seeking just yet because there's an element of divine timing connected to this. Okay. Self-creation. Be the author of your own life. And I feel like this is the action card. You're being the author of your own life. And sometimes we can want that to go a little faster. But I feel like there's a message here is trust in divine timing. Trust that the fruits that you're seeking, they will come in. And I feel like with this on a hot day, there's a message that it'll come exactly, when you least expect it, right? When it's hot outside, we're all just, just like, whew, just glad to be alive, to rest, not to be doing anything too crazy, right? So I feel like there's a message here when you least expect it is going to flow in. Simple pleasures. Look for the beauty that is all around you. Ending a trauma, look, came in. So this 5 of Cups, we're ending a trauma. We're in a transitional period. And how you can allow that to gain momentum here is to enjoy the simple pleasures that surround you. The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Called, soul gifts in training, it's time to step up. Okay. So you're being called to step up, and there's a message coming through for you. And when you give yourself permission to stop and to meditate, then you can hear what it is, the next step you need to take. But it's not always in the sense that you may hear a voice or anything, but your intuition will help you. Azurite, explore your hidden depths. Garnet, get into your depth. Okay, this message is coming in twice. So, and the void is also about that. So you may need to do a bit of a dark night of the soul. Take action by doing a bit of the dark night of the soul, going within. And this is similar to pile number one, actually, where it feels like there's this energy of taking action. But part of the action that needs to be taken is getting into your hidden depths and releasing any limiting beliefs. Because when this transitional period is over and we move into this new phase, things are going to accelerate. And then we have the opportunity to embrace that acceleration from a position of abundance and being able to receive. So here with called, it's time to step up. Action. It's time to step up. So some of you feel called and you know that you have a gift, and it's time to look at any type of limiting beliefs that may be stopping you from stepping into that gift, and then to move forward into your calling. Just be patient and trust that what belongs to you is coming through. One last encouraging message. Wow, this is falling out. Yeah, there it is. Talk to your angels. Explore your hidden depths. Meditate. Allow your angels to come through. Say, I have a message for you. You are being called. Practice makes perfect. So you're taking action just like this guy here. Bottom of the deck, follow your excitement. You're taking action. You're in an energy of creation, and your angels want to connect to you and help you with that creation. They want to help you embrace this calling, answer this calling, and step up. They're asking you to stop and to slow down a little bit so that you can receive intuitively these messages and then move forward. In my experience, that can feel like a bit of pressure, like I have to hear my angels, but trust that they speak through synchronicity, but also through feeling. There are different gifts. There's claircognizance, clairsentience, clairvoyance. There's, so there's seeing, feeling, knowing, hearing, there are different kinds of gifts. And it's an opportunity for you to just feel, what feels right to me, what feels good to me. So pile number 2, that is your reading. Thank you so much for giving me the honor of reading for you. And I'm also just seeing like some of these relationships that are coming in for you, they're not just going to be human relationships. And this gift of networking is not just going to be on a human level. This gift of networking may also be with your angels, So allow that to inspire you and to get creative. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up or a subscribe and pass it on to friends who need this type of encouragement. And I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading on visibility. I felt called to do this reading because I saw someone standing in Times Square and, waiting, just all of these lights and just kind of waiting for that opportunity to be seen. So I thought it might be nice to do a reading on visibility. I'm really excited to see what your pile brings. So let's take a look. You have the stone apophyllite. And let's see what animal spirit is guiding you. Ooh, the jaguar with power. Okay. Wow. Okay. So there's an energy of authority here. Stepping up and being that authority in your life. Let's find out more. You know, the Jaguar can, for me, is like an energy of self-leadership as well, you know? Hmm. Okay, the Lovers. Hmm. Okay. So there's a call to balance here, possibly balancing power, even. Maybe some of you even experienced difficult situations where you felt put down and it was difficult for you to find your voice. And this is a card that's often associated with healing. So it's like there's an opportunity to let go, maybe, of some of the, not just sadness, but I'm feeling also being upset. And that being upset kind of getting trapped in the throat chakra. Let's see. Let's find out more. Okay, yeah. So when I pull an archetype card and it's empty, then I know that there's an opportunity to understand more who you are. And when I look at this line here, I feel like there's a very sweet and giving person here, very kind. And sometimes maybe this person feels a bit taken advantage of or has been taken advantage of and is not quite sure how to show up for themselves in a more powerful way. And with this empty light attribute card, you might not even be aware of what your gifts are and strengths are because maybe possibly having experienced a lot of criticism over your lifetime. But let's find out now what strength you have that you may not even be aware of. Here we have the Gambler, a willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubt you. At the bottom, Don Juan, bringing in seductive qualities. So it may be that you've experienced a lot of doubt, not just, self-doubt, which like a lot of us experience, but maybe even doubt and criticism for others. And you're being called in the step of visibility and being seen. You're being called back to the truth of who you are and your true innate power. And part of that power is connected to your intuition, a natural feeling and knowing that you have that has to do with your own self-worth. Well, let's find out what thoughts may be hindering this connection to your intuition. But these three are jumping. So let's see. At the bottom, I am boiling over. The truth statement, I allow myself to feel. Give yourself space to decompress and take time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Allow emotions to surface and release. Yeah, so again, there's like this an energy of upset, an energy of anger here, perhaps being taken advantage of, being hurt. Let's see what thoughts are here. Trigger statement, I need to fix this. I think this came out in pile 1 if you want to take a look at pile 1. Truth statement, I am willing to learn from this. Lift yourself above your life situation and observe as a witness. Understand that you are so much more than your story. Clarity, trigger statement, I am so confused. Truth statement, I am present. Allow your mind to clear and let the noise of your thoughts fall away. Listen to your intuition. This is your gift, right? Your intuition is your gift. I am alone is the trigger statement here. Truth statement, I am one with all that is. Dear child, you are safe and loved as you continue on your journey of self-exploration. So there's an opportunity here, just like the card says, to soar above this situation, to take yourself out of it, to release the pain, and then just witness the situation from above, giving yourself the opportunity to see your life and see what, situations are going on from a higher perspective. And then allowing yourself to be present within yourself, letting go of the noise, letting go of any guilt, any regret. And really, I feel like here with Jaguar Power and the Gambler, investing more in self trust. Because with this willingness to follow your intuition, it tells me you're a wise being. You know what you know. And so it's important to allow yourself to connect more with your higher self, with the truth of who you are. And that is like God, goddess energy. So connecting to your inner divinity, your inner goddess, and allowing yourself to step up and to show up in situations with your shoulders back and your head held high with that energy of the goddess, the God, and not allowing yourself to be put down or to feel small, and even not allowing yourself to make yourself small. Here we have I am alone. We are all one. And so as you allow yourself to connect more with the truth of who you are, to release limiting beliefs and limiting thoughts, the more your surroundings will reflect that self-confidence, reflect that power, and you'll become a magnet for the type of relationships that are really for your highest and greatest good. At the bottom, acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So I'm feeling like maybe some of you are witnessing also situations where friends, family, they're making choices that you wouldn't necessarily make. They're making choices that are perhaps upsetting them or contributing to their unhappiness. And in some respects, it could be that you even feel responsible for those decisions. You may feel like you need to help them. And so with the Jaguar Power card here, I feel like there's an opportunity to understand healthy relationship. Where am I genuinely responsible for someone or something, and when am I not? And can I give myself permission to release feeling responsible for others? Yeah, humor, bringing more joy into your life, focusing on the lighter side of life. Discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Surrender, I can release my need to control. And happiness, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So with the discipline, I feel like it's not just discipline in moving forward on your path, it's discipline in your emotions. The Seven of Wands is about standing up for yourself. So you may not just be standing up for yourself to others, but even standing up for yourself to yourself when those limiting beliefs come in and self-doubt comes in. We can't wait for other people to stand up for us. We've got to, even set boundaries with ourselves and say, I understand that there are parts of me that want to protect me from disappointment, but I know that I can do this. And I know this is a part of my soul's calling. But also, even in relationships with the lovers here, making the decision to be that authority in your life, to be good to yourself, to be kind to yourself, and then allowing that energy to reverberate and, teaching people basically how to treat you, and that's with respect. So let's find out a little bit more. Star family, you're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. Whale and orca elder, share your song. Frequency of sound, diving deep. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So, you have the opportunity to bring in a soul family. If you're feeling alone, start bringing more joy into your life, more authority into your life. This reminds me of Scorpio energy, because Scorpio says, when we're looking for power on the outside, what we find is that the power actually lives within us. And we have the power to choose who we surround ourselves with. And we can ask ourselves, are these people for my highest, greatest good? Are they supporting me and thriving? And making sure that you understand that even if you cannot control the situation around you, you always have the power to decide how you react to that situation. And with Share Your Song here, I feel like some of you may have a story that, when you tell it, may be really inspiring to others and helping them come out of any kind of limitation that they may feel. So this card, Your Life is a Canvas, is really calling you to allow yourself to be that, creator within your life, to be that authority with power here, also to be that authority in your life. Silencing the mind. Let silence guide you to inner peace. We've got the Nine of Swords here. So some of this has to do with thoughts that are difficult, possibly. Okay. So I feel like here with silencing the mind, it's time to start believing in yourself, and then also showing yourself some of this discipline in training yourself to release negative thoughts. It's practice, it takes practice to really let go of limiting beliefs and thoughts, and letting go of being afraid that what happened in the past could repeat itself in the future. It does take a lot of humor. It takes a lot of discipline, but they're asking you to heed this and to go the way of faith, move forward. This is not a time to give up. This is a time to trust. This is not a time to give up. It's a time to trust that what belongs to you is coming. Yeah, I feel like maybe there have been rain clouds lately. There have been rain clouds, and I feel like there's something new and better coming in, but it's going to require you to have faith and to move forward, to silence the mind, to keep those negative thoughts from canceling out any kind of high vibration that you've been bringing to the situation. So it's not about repressing the emotions or pushing anything down, but more about giving yourself permission to feel and to ask the emotions, why are you here? What is it that you're communicating to me? And then asking yourself, what can I do to support you more? What can I do to support myself more? How can I be there for myself and be that loving friend to myself that I am always being for others, Let's bring in some Mother Earth and some stone energy. Quartz, enhance your vision. It's time to see yourself and to see your life in a new light. Magnetize your motivation with peridot. Pyrite, call on your core power. Scolecite, dive into your dreams. So this is all about bringing you back to the truth of who you are in your true inner power, right? Because we've got pyrite here with call on your core power, dive into your dreams with scolecite. It's time for you to change the way you see yourself and to start seeing yourself as that powerful being with that God, goddess energy. Start entering rooms, shoulders back, head held high. start dressing in a way that helps you to feel more self-confident, not just about being comfortable, but also comfortably self-confident, so that you can start calling on that part of yourself that understands, I am a child of the universe and I am worthy of the highest, the greatest, and the best. And then give yourself permission as that self-confidence grows to really follow your dreams, to really dive into your dreams. Let's get one last encouraging message, because I feel like the quintessence of this message is already clear. It's time for you to step into your power. It's time for you to make a decision. Make the decision. I, from now on, am living from a place of inner power, inner divine power. And I'm balancing that power with wisdom and with love. And start training your thoughts to support this true vision, this enhanced vision of yourself, where you are moving from your core and true power. Archangel Asriel and Crown Chakra. Archangel Asriel can help you in spaces where you're experiencing grief. Look at the bottom, love, love, love. So if you're experiencing grief, guilt, regret, you've had to let go of someone moved on, Archangel Asriel is the aspect of the God force that can help you to heal from loss. And as you heal, you can reopen your crown chakra and really begin to receive the wisdom and the guidance you need to go deeper into manifesting your dreams. So I feel there's a strong call here to step into that God, goddess energy. So be aware of the vocabulary you use. Be aware of the clothes that you're wearing. Be aware of how you speak to yourself. Be aware of what you're eating. Make sure that everything you do is reflective of that inner power that is your true self. So, pile number 3, that is your reading. Thank you so much for giving me the honor of reading for you. If this reading was helpful in any way, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and please hit the subscribe button so you can know when new readings are being made available. And I would appreciate any recommendation of the channel to those you know who need an encouraging word. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading on visibility. I saw someone standing in Times Square with, it was nighttime and the billboards were on and the lights were everywhere. And I felt like there's a call to do a reading on visibility, on being seen. So let's take a look. You've got the Labradorite stone, which is so beautiful the way it reflects the light. And it's also a stone of protection. So let's see what animal guide is with you on your path to visibility. The ant with community. Okay, that's amazing. So you may want to check out, I think it was reading number 2, pile number 2, if you felt called. Ant with community. So some of you may be meant to establish community. But I'm also getting an energy of, with the ant here, to build. There's an energy of building here. Taking responsibility and contributing to society, contributing to the community, building something, allowing yourself to be a part of something greater, also allowing yourself to initiate and bring to life something greater. Let's find out more. Just want to make sure they're well shuffled since we already have 3 piles before us using them. At the bottom, the Lovers. Okay, we've got Temperance. Ooh, the Magician. Four of Swords. Eight of Swords. Look at all this swords energy. Ace of Swords. I feel like we need one more to really bring it all together. There we go. High Priestess. At the bottom, the Hanged Man. Okay. So I feel like there's two messages here with the Temperance here. You know, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So I think part of this is about being a part of community, but also about building something new. And with the Magician here, the magician is always reminding us everything we need is already within us. All we need to do is allow the power of the collective conscious to come down and to materialize here on earth. We always have access to all of the knowledge and wisdom we need when we go within. So I feel like there's a call to go within and to access your natural inner wisdom, your natural inner power, where you're already connected to that divine unconscious, collective unconscious, where since we're all one, we all know everything. So I feel like you have access to wisdom, and then allowing yourself through quietness to come to that. Now, I feel like this Four of Swords is not only encouraging you to access this inner wisdom, but also to come into an energy of peace. You may be experiencing a bit of limiting beliefs because with the Eight of Swords, you know, look how loosely she's bound, and how loose the blindfold is. It could all just fall away if she were just to wiggle just a little bit. So I feel like come into a peace. Everything is okay. You know what you're doing. The wisdom, the clarity, everything you need is there. And you can move into this energy of the High Priestess. Intuition, emotion, divine wisdom and knowledge. But it also has a bit of an energy of waiting, a bit of an energy of, you know, going more with your intuition and feeling into something. So let's find out like what strength you have that you may not be aware of in connection with visibility and being seen. How can we encourage you to release this Eight of Swords energy? Okay, the Shapeshifter. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Look at this, bottom of the deck, hero, heroine, a passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So some of you may be incredibly gifted at astral travel, traveling between dimensions, you know. You may be incredibly gifted at astral travel, seeing things from different perspectives. You may be able to go into a lot of different groups and a lot of different communities and fit in. You know, you're that shapeshifter. You can fit in with the spiritual people, you can fit in with the corporate people, you can fit in with the, you know, I only eat the fruit that's already laying on the ground. I don't pull it from the tree. You can see different perspectives and find the value in people's different ways of living, being, and seeing the world. Quite a gift. Quite a gift, I have to say. So let's see what limiting beliefs can be released in order to step into. Woo! Okay. These are urgent messages for you guys. For you, pile number 4. Bottom of the deck, This is not the way it's supposed to be, is the trigger statement. The truth statement is I am free. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything weighing you down. So you're being freed from this Eight of Swords energy. Let's take a look. The first jumper was I am so disconnected. The truth statement, everything is connected. It will be beneficial for you to spend time in quiet contemplation. You need to reflect within to find the answers you seek. And this is why the magician, he's the bridge between heaven and earth. And that's why that message was coming through. Like, you can get the information you need if you allow yourself to be quiet, to be calm, and to tap into that inner wisdom, because you are connected. Roman chamomile, I am lost. The truth statement, I do what I love. There is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey of fulfillment. Last, jumping card, I am a miracle. Please be gentle and love yourself. Provide your body mind with what it truly needs to carry you on your journey. Okay, so some of you may be struggling in the space of self-love, and for that reason, also cutting yourself off. And, there may be some of you who are going out and you're amongst people, but your heart may be a bit isolated. Your heart may not be very easy to touch. And I feel like there's a call here to open up yourself to community. Allow yourself not only to be seen, but to engage with others. And you already have the gift of being able to fit in a lot of different communities. It's just you want to make sure that when you're showing up in this power of shape-shifting, that you're still showing up in the authenticity of who you are. So it's understanding that you are connected, and that as you live your life purpose and soul mission, which is not always a career, sometimes, maybe you have your son in the first house and your life mission is really to understand yourself, to understand your identity, to understand your desires and the workings of your heart and who you are. On Thursday, within 3 months, on Thursday at sunrise. So I feel like with this at sunrise, this is a time, because the sun is how we, in astrology and the birth chart, it's about how we integrate ourselves creatively. So I feel like you're being called to allow your sun to rise. On Thursday tells me it's going to be relatively quickly, within 3 months. There's this call for you to allow your sun to rise, to allow yourself to be seen. And it's not something that you need to force or to push, but to understand that you're special and you're just as important to the community as everyone else. And although you may not feel it or realize it right now, you're important to us just how you are. And there's an opportunity to open up more to self-love and more than anything to self-worth. So allowing your sun to rise, allowing yourself the truth of who you are to come forward more, even within community. Peace, opening up to peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Service. I feel good when I can help others. So I feel like there's a message here of relaxing, with the Four of Swords. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck, adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. So I feel like with the adversity here and the Four of Swords, I feel like there's an opportunity to relax, to let go of any kind of storms or feeling like I've got to fix everything. Everything needs to be a certain way. And just coming more into an energy of peace, an energy of empathy, not just for others, but for the self as well. Because usually in our relationship with others, there's something that it's teaching us about ourselves, about how we relate to ourselves, not necessarily about who we are, but more about how we relate to ourselves. So if we're noticing that we're in an environment that has a lot to do with judgment, often there's a message there that there may be a lot of self-judgment going on. And the more one releases this energy of judging the self, the more they come into contact with others who also are more self-accepting, self-compassionate, authentic, and happy with who they are. So here's an opportunity to come more into the energy of peace, allowing yourself to help others and to release any kind of judgment. And I feel like with the judgment, some of you, it may be a really strong perfectionism, holding yourself and others to a really high standard. And there may be just more opportunity for play in this lifetime, an opportunity for relaxing and playing and allowing things not to have to work out in such a very particular way, but instead, in a very playful and a very unexpected kind of way. Yeah, look at that opal. Look at that rainbow in a stone. So this is about you guys coming back into a higher energy, a higher vibration of joy, of, good vibes. Ooh, look at that perspective. Finding common ground. So I'm starting to get the impression that there may, for some of you, because this is a general reading, inner earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. There's some kind of difficulty going on even within the relationships, where it could be really easy to judge and really easy to kind of be upset. But there's a call here to zoom out and to gain a new perspective. Okay, yeah. So there's a relationship situation that you may be going through, and there's a call to understand that this is a karmic relationship that whose purpose is soul growth. So if you're experiencing any kind of upset, there's an opportunity to zoom out and to see this situation from the perspective of, this is a soul contract where we agreed to meet each other in this lifetime to have this conflict, and it's meant to teach me XYZ. Let's see what that may be. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. It's the same message as the Magician. Magician, why do I keep saying that? Magician. Egyptian. I keep mixing magician and Egyptian. So that's making me wonder with this karmic relationships, whether or not you know this person or this experience from ancient Egypt. That could be something to consider, because I don't know. I've never in my life said Magician. But it seemed to just want to keep coming out. And I'm like, what is the Egyptian part? It's Egyptian. So if you're experiencing any kind of difficult situation within your relationships, there may be a chance to zoom out, because there's a lesson there. Let's find out what Opal is teaching us. And part of that lesson is going to be you understanding that you're a child of the universe and you're a part of the whole. And so you have access to the deep intelligence that is connected to that whole. You have access to those solutions. You have access to those miracles that you are searching for. And so when you're looking for compassion from others, you're going to need to give yourself that compassion as well, because we are all one. So make sure that you're also giving yourself that compassion. The reason I say that is because I just see how her heart is lighting up. Let's see the message from Opal. Feel all your feels. Yeah, so you may have had a difficult relationship situation, and there's like divine empathy here. There's divine comfort here, saying you're a child of the universe. So if maybe some of you are feeling like, you're missing the care of your parents, and there's a reminder here that the universe is also your parent, also here for you, here to care for you. And when you're experiencing conflicts, and often it's not happening to you, but happening for you. And still, though, it's important not to push it down and to repress, but instead to give the self permission to feel and to allow that soul growth to truly come through. Maybe some of you are hungry. I know I'm hungry right now. But I feel like maybe there's a like a soul level message here, like hungry for something new, hungry for something better, hungry for a new pattern, not this old pattern of things, being difficult, but coming more into an energy of peace. Yes, the dawn of love. Look at that. Love is on the horizon of your life. Gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. Live in the moment. What you are looking for is with you. Not what you are looking for wants you to, but what you are looking for is with you. At the bottom, transformation. Let love transform you forever. So some of you need to feel your feels because you're letting go of something. It's gone, and because it's gone, you're being gifted with freedom. You're breaking away from an attachment. And as that space and that energy is cleared, you can allow for true love to come through. There's a dawn of love. Love is rising. And you can begin to live in the present moment. And as you do so, you will begin to be able to see that crystallize what it is that you are so hungry for. Okay, now we see. So sometimes we have to let go of things and make space in order for the new to be able to come in. And that's what I see you doing here, letting go of attachments. So if some of you are grieving the loss of a relationship or someone, understand as you release these attachments, something new is coming in. And for some of you, this may not be a romantic partnership. It may be a job. It may be a family relationship. Could even be a pet. I'm seeing a dog. Um, Having to let go is not always easy. It can be a difficult decision, especially when it comes to our furry family members. It can be a very difficult decision. But sometimes these beings have come into our lives as karmic relationships, and that soul contract has been fulfilled and completed. And now there's a gift of freedom. But for those of you who are maybe grieving the loss of a loved one, whether animal or human, sometimes it's freeing for them to be able to leave this earth plane in the form that they were in, because now they have the opportunity to level up. They have the opportunity to grow and to come into a new space. And there's that hunger again. Maybe you hear my stomach. Hungry for a new life, a new opportunity. I was doing a reading, or I was sending Reiki to an animal that was in the process of leaving the earth plane. And she gave me such a beautiful message that, I don't know, I was kind of like I was like out of office mentally for like 3 days. And she said, you may see my physical body suffering, but know that my soul is joyful, because now I'm ready to move forward. And in that moment, I thought, in my communication with her, I thought, a new body. You're coming back in a new body. And she corrected me and she said, no, new identity. And then I saw this beautiful young woman and I thought, okay, she's coming back in a way that was different than before. And so she was with this family for a short time, fulfilling a karmic soul contract. And now she's being released and she's coming into this just incredible identity. And I was just really just so blown away that even energetically, I was just kind of like out for a few days. And it was just such a beautiful message of, sometimes like when loved ones move on, there's just this incredible gift of freedom, but we don't necessarily, as the ones who are still here, see that, because their physical body is expressing something different than what the soul is experiencing and expressing. So just know that in this space of letting go of things and the new coming in, there is this dawn of love. There's this opportunity for love and a new identity, not just a newness, but there's like this completely new identity, letting go of the old that no longer positively serves, the old identity, the one that was perhaps afraid, worried, and grief, and embracing this new identity connected to peace and empathy, positive thoughts about yourself, positive thoughts about others, and just allowing yourself to come more deeply into this energy of soul family and community and love. So, any type of karmic cycle that had to do with relationships not working out, relationships being difficult, relationships being full of criticism and disappointment, that cycle has ended. And so, it's going to also be important for you to release beliefs and habits connected to that cycle, because there's a new one coming in where you're living in the moment, you're connected to soul family, you're connected to community, maybe even you're building community. You're discovering that gift of being able to speak to, communicate, and bless people from all different walks of life with the shapeshifter strength that came out, and just embracing more of the beauty of who you are and all of your intricacy. So, pile number 4, that was your reading. Thank you for giving me the honor of reading for you. I hope that you will let me have this honor again. If you like the reading and it was helpful in any way, then I'd appreciate a like, and make sure you subscribe so that you know when readings are being posted. And I'm sending so much love and so many hugs.